Hey nesters, welcome back to Nesting Haven. Today I'm going to share with you a yard sale along with me and haul. Now this yard sale was part of a townwide I went to a couple months ago, and I'm still trying to catch up on those yard sale hauls. I had quite a busy summer yard sailing and it was just impossible to record everything all at once for you guys. So still trying to get those out, and it's kind of fun to look back a few months later when I can't actually go out yard sailing anymore and be like, oh, that was nice. Oh, that was a nice day. Oh, sunshine and warmth. How nice. So we can go back to that time when it wasn't freezing together. And yeah, so this is a historical society, and I go to this townwide every year, and this particular sale, I know they always go half price at a certain time, and that's when I decide to go to this one. I'm sure they have nicer items before then, but I go to a couple other ones that I know have more vintage stuff first, and I just have my layout of how I go, and hey, if you can get things for half price, it's a good time to go, right? So let's go ahead and go to the yard sale, see what it was like, and I'll meet you back here for the haul. This box is kind of cool. ABC. It's not bad. $5. It's kind of cool. Let's do the smell test. It basically smells like wood, a little musty. People still hang these from their car. Is that a thing still? Cornucopia candlesticks. It's severely cracked. Does it say? Can't read if that's vintage or not. What is that? It looks kind of old. I like it. Some crazing on the inside. Things for sale. Banner, little emoji pieces from Target. I think my kids will like that actually, so I will get it for them. Trick or treat. Some kind of a sitting pad, or what is it? Don't know. It's cute. These look older. Are they older? Or are they just from Kmart like it says? They're double-sided, but they're still kind of cute. They definitely are older Kmart, it appears. Ooh, there's more sun catchers. There's a witch. And what's this? Happy Thanksgiving. Kind of cute. Oh, pumpkin head doll. Fenton rabbit. These look older. Kind of cute. Spider. There's a nice pigeon. Holly Hobby? No. Half off sale. Chipped in the back, or it's just the way it's just the way it was made. It's flat onions. Kind of mid-century. Or not.
Put that away before you lose it.
Is this stuff here half price too? I don't know.
Yeah, everything's half price. Yep. What was it called?
It's like a little sponge holder.
Really?
I would.
Egg cup. I don't think that's that cute though.
This is not the little bag.
Have a good day.
You're welcome. Yeah.
This kind of looks like an older witch. It's an older Kmart. It's creepy. Garfield. It's like clipped into this desk. What is it? Where are you, Garfield? From the desk of me. It's a little notepad from 1978. It's kind of cute. Garfield stuff sells really well, actually. Look at this little fish. That is cute. That is really cute. Ornaments that I don't really want to dig through because they all look very breakable.
yeah, you're right. Sharon or whatever.
Made in China. Kind of cute though. What is this? It's kind of cute.
See you later.
It's a pretty painting.
If it does have a good seat, it's not as comfortable as my car.
I scratched it.
It has a bit of a good seat. A small Outlander. I can drive. Our barrel, we'll just bring it in a little further.
How much is this?
Rather than fight with the wind blowing.
How much is this?
It was $2, it's $1.
Okay.
Philodendron.
Philodendron.
Yeah, it hangs. It's just a green.
Okay.
It doesn't need a lot of light.
Okay, cool.
I like some, but
My
it
favorite. My house is dark, so.
It doesn't really, mine is too. I started that from my philodendron. And if it gets stringy, straggly, just chop off, and it will put out more.
Okay, cool. Commandments Bible game. That's different. Hummingbird jewelry box here. Kind of cute. Painted in Maine. That's cute.
What's up? Hello? We ain't counting on a yard sale. We're real Christians now.
Exciting educational family game for children and adults of all grades. 1966. Kind of interesting.
Calvin.
More California reason stuff.
That's a Viewmaster.
1988.
See pictures in it.
Keychain with a horse on it.
get somebody to take them home with them. They're not coming back tonight. You ready? Well, hit them at the something. Whisper it low enough. Okay.
That key change is 50.
Yeah, and these are 2 for 25. These are 2 for 25.
So as you guys can see, even though it was a town-wide, they had lots of traffic and things were now half price, there were still quite a few items there, and that seems to be the case. Sometimes they price their things a little high, I found, is another reason why I will go when it's half price, but a lot of the prices weren't actually too bad this year. The first thing I got was this little Thanksgiving turkey. I guess it got away from me when I was trying to pull stuff for the Thanksgiving Thrifted Finds haul. But this is gorgeous. It has this beautiful brown color, but I really liked how the head and the feathers have this beautiful gray. It almost is painted so it looks like metal, like almost like mercury glass. You know what I mean? I think it's really, really pretty. Now, this is a modern piece. It's put out by Boston Warehouse Trading Corp, and it was marked 50 cents, so I guess I paid 25 cents for it. Since it is too new for Etsy, I'm going to list this up on eBay. I probably maybe can get 8 to 12 for it, and then, you know, buyer pays shipping, so we will try it. I know there's only a few, was it a few weeks? Maybe a week and a half or so left before Thanksgiving, so we'll see how that does. I thought it was really nice though. We will just go ahead and get all the bird type items out of the way. The next thing I found was this Indiana glass avocado green hen and nest dish. I think it's super cute. I don't see these too often in my thrifting and yard sailing adventures. I do see them at the antique stores quite a bit, but I think I can get probably about $25 to $28 for this with free shipping. And yeah, it seems to be in good condition. A lot of times you'll find these and they'll have chips on them, but I haven't seen anything on it. So being in good condition, I think, you know, about 25 to 28 will be a good amount for it. This didn't have a price on it, but I think it was probably about $1 after the discount. The next thing I got, it originally had this candle that was kind of lopsided, so I didn't need that. But this is really cool. It's a vintage brass, I think it's a koi fish. I'm not sure. I think that's what they call this, a koi fish. And it's super heavy. It's a nice little candlestick. It has a little bit of patina to it. Not much though. And again, the tag's not on it. I'm not sure if there was a tag, but everything was pretty inexpensive at that point, so I think we'll just go with 50 cents I probably paid for it. So I think I can get probably about 22 to 25 just for this guy. They're super cool and a little bit hard to come by, so very fun. I like that. So this next item is my favorite find of the day, I think, and I do think I'm going to make the most money on it, which doesn't really correlate with why it's my favorite find. I just think it's really nice. So this here is a handmade trinket box. It has this gorgeous hummingbird and floral design to the top of it, and it has this little drawer. It comes out here, has some red lining to it. The inside is similar. So it's an interesting shape. The hinges do have a little bit of patina, but I mean, that's totally fine. This is handmade in Maine, in Candiskeg, Maine, actually. And it says handcrafted at Grandpa's workshop. So initially when I saw that, I was like, oh no, somebody's grandfather gave that to somebody, but I think he probably just has a business because there is an address on the bottom of it. So hopefully someone didn't just get rid of something their grandfather gave to them. I know I would treasure it if he gave it to me, you know, when he was my grandfather, but they had this marked $5, very reasonable, but I got there at half off price, so $2.50 I paid for it. I've sold things like this in my Etsy before for decent money. I sold a box that was probably twice twice the size. It was like, obviously the shape was a rectangle, but I sold that for about 68 bucks. So I think this will probably go for about 40 to 42 with free shipping. And I think that's very reasonable. Hopefully someone will get this that loves hummingbirds for a nice Christmas gift. I think someone would really enjoy it. I found this beautiful holly and berry Christmas bell, and I don't know much about it. There's no tags on it. There looks like there might have been some stickers there at some point, but they have since gone. I feel like bells were a big thing in the 70s and 80s, so likely it's from that time period, maybe the early 90s. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. I think that would be a wonderful thing to put out for the Christmas season. And, you know, has a pretty good ring to it as well. So if you want to use it, you can definitely jingle your bells for Christmas, right? So I think I paid about 50 cents for it, and I think I can get about maybe 25 for it with free shipping. I found a few super cute bluebird goose items there that I have not come across yet in my travels, so I was definitely going to go ahead and snag them up. This one's nice because it is a measuring spoon set. It has the little plastic spoons that are already in it, so it is good to go. I don't see a price on it. I think I probably paid about 50 cents for the little guy here, and I think I can probably get about 25 for him with free shipping. This next one, I believe her name is Gertrude Goose. I found an item recently that was labeled that, and she was the goose with a bonnet on it, right? And so, oh, she's marked 75 cents, so maybe he was that much too, I don't know. So half of 75 cents I paid for her, 37.5 cents, something like that. I don't know how you pay a half cent, but the cool thing about her, she's not just a knickknack, she's actually a sponge holder. And I thought that was adorable. I love the, you know, you can either put it this way if you want, but I kind of like the idea of being able to turn it around this way and not having to look at the sponge if you want to leave it out at your kitchen sink. I guess you probably have it this way towards the window, so you don't have to see the sponge if you have, you know, it set by a window in the kitchen. I don't know, I think it's kind of cool to put it this way though and kind of hide the ugly. You could also keep it for a nice little hiding spot for chocolate, right? Mamas need a little break, a little moment to themselves, and they can hide their chocolate in here. Nobody will ever know. So yeah, I think it's super cute, and I think I can get probably about 25 to 28 for her with free shipping. I found this really pretty brooch there. They had a lot of jewelry, but I don't know, I kind of had my hands full and I was kind of over it. It was a very hot day that day, and I just kind of was looking for the more vintage style jewelry, and this is the only thing I found that really caught my eye. I love the green in it, and it kind of has this mint, kind of maybe almost jadeite blue green kind of color on the outside as well on those jewels. I just thought it was really gorgeous. And yeah, I love the gold and green, the way they look together. I think I can get about $18.99 for it with free shipping. I think that cost me about $1 or 50 cents. Again, the prices are not on them, so it's hard to tell at this point. And I believe even at the end, after I brought everything up, she kind of just gave me a lump sum, so I'm not even sure that the prices really mean what they mean on the tags, if you guys know what I mean. So I saw this, and the only reason why I picked it up is because of this Garfield thing here. I'm not even sure what else was inside. It looks to be like somebody's little health care package that they got for free at some point. So we have like a Martin's Point thing. It was 25 cents. It probably was just free, honestly, with the price she gave me. But let's look at the thing that I actually wanted it for. These cute little Garfield note cards. And the front one is a little dirty. I thought it might have been new in package, but they left it in there, and oh, is it gonna tear off? No, it's not too bad. I think, is it dirty or is it just the plastic it's in? Maybe it's saved. These are actually from it says 1978. I don't know if that's just the comic or if the card is from 1978, but they're self-stick removable notes. And I thought they were super cute. I love Garfield, so I don't know if that they would sell for very much online, so I'm likely just gonna keep these and add them to my 1980s collection of things. I did grab this to use for myself as well. I thought it was super cute where it was the ladies with the different colors. It kind of reminded me of Andy Warhol, and I just really liked it. Only a quarter, it was in perfect shape, didn't even look used, so I will use this for something. This was marked 25 cents as well. And then this is actually new in package. It's originally from Target. It just has a bunch of little emoji faces and they're kind of rainbow colors. I picked them up for my kids. I just thought it'd be fun to decorate. My 2-year-old is learning his colors and I thought it might be kind of fun in a silly way to point out the colors and tell him to, you know, hey, where's pink, where's red, where's green, or whatever. So I thought that'd be useful for that. Now these here are super cool. They're in this bag together. It was marked $1, so 50 cents I paid for them, I guess. I've never seen these before, and I'm not even sure what you would call them. They're kind of like window clings, but they have the little suction cups on them, and they have all kinds of different styles. So this one is either an eagle or a hawk or a falcon of some sort, and you can see like the crystals there. I bet that looks absolutely gorgeous in the window when the sun's coming through. How amazing is that? They have a little bit of patina issues. The suction cups are filthy. It looks like they stuck them on the window and they were there for several years, decades even. They're pretty filthy. I'm gonna try to wash them up and see if they work even. There's just a little bit of patina to this one. It's not bad. Now they're obviously kind of a set, but they are very different subject matters to me. I feel like someone that gets an eagle or hawk, whatever that is, isn't necessarily gonna want the dragonfly. You see this one jewel here, the little crystal is needing some repair. It needs a little ring. I'll probably find some kind of copper wire or something that I can try to reattach that there, but that is the dragonfly one, super cute. And then they have a couple that are hummingbirds. Got that one there. That one, again, the center one needs a little bit of repairing, but these ones are cool because it looks like you can set them on the window and almost looks like they're flying off to the side, so very cool. And that is the other one, that's a hummingbird. So I'll likely sell the 2 hummingbirds together, the dragonfly by itself, the bird, whatever kind of bird that is by itself, and then they also had this butterfly one here. So do you guys understand what I'm saying? They just seem, even though they look the same, they seem kind of awkward. I feel like I wouldn't decorate with all these in my home because I'm not necessarily that into eagles or hawks or butterflies. I do like the hummingbirds, so I probably would go for those. Or even the dragonfly is kind of cool, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I should sell them separately. But yeah, I thought those were really neat. I have no idea. I try to find comps on them. I just don't even know what they are. They appear to be probably from around the 1960s or 70s. And yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what they are and how much they're worth, but still a very cool find, I thought. This Santa was marked 25 cents. And I thought he was cool. He's like this little bowling pin wooden Santa. He's hand painted and he has a little bit of texture to him here with his beard, this pom-pom. And I thought it was pretty nicely done. It was just kind of a cute little quirky thing. And I love handmade things, so I think I could probably list this up on Etsy and get about maybe 22, maybe 25 with free shipping for it. I grabbed this snowman. I just thought he was cute and I like how he was kind of painted. So he had a lot of interesting detailing to him. This lighting is getting bad. Sorry, the lighting was getting weird over here. The sun was coming around and making everything white out. I don't know if that really helped or not, but I think it's a little bit better. So the next thing I picked up was this snowman, and he's not old. He's from, you know, the Nantucket company. Super modern, but I'm just gonna throw him up on eBay probably for about $6 and, you know, buyer pays shipping. This was marked 25 cents, so I just thought it was cute. I like the way he was painted. He had quite a bit of detailing to him, so I figured somebody would like him. I couldn't help myself. I had to pick these up. I know people used to hang them off the mirrors in their car. I think in the 1970s, is that when it was a thing? I'm not sure that these are the original vintage ones though, because they seem kind of novelty quality. The little circles have some glue gunk condition issues. Like they're kind of like, you know, when you glue something and then it kind of slides off to the side and it has this hard glue residue. There's lots of that on it, and I didn't notice it when I was out in the bright hot sun. So I'm just going to toss these in my antique booth and see how they do. I don't really feel like anyone's gonna want them with that kind of a weird glue chunkiness on them. It's not really that bad unless you like are gonna stare at it, but I don't know, I just feel kind of weird having to post that way. The next thing I picked up is this beautiful Hoosier glass vase in this vintage green glassware, and they had it marked 50 cents. I paid 25 cents for it. I think what I'm going to do with this actually is I have an extra one that is a little bit larger in the same twisted glass design. So I'm going to list them together, and probably for about $28 with free shipping for the set, and see how that does. I have a few extra green pieces that I don't really need in my collection, and I think that would make a nice set. So we'll see if someone would like that. It looks absolutely gorgeous during the Christmas season especially. You can't beat this beautiful green glassware. I also picked up this vintage Borg dyadic scale. It's super cute. I love the dainty size to it and the fun colors. And these don't sell for a significant amount of money, but I think I can get about $16 with free shipping for it. And I think some people just enjoy using these for decor, honestly, so we will see how that does. So I picked up 7 of the vintage 1982 Norman Rockwell Museum coffee mugs. I absolutely love Norman Rockwell. I love his images. I have some of his artwork on my own wall personally, and these are super fun. I've come across these before, I've purchased them before. You can make about $4 to $5 a piece on them, and you can make a little bit more when you do have a set of them. So I have 7. That's a pretty good amount of, you know, the original set. So they all have a Norman Rockwell graphic on the front of them. They're all different, and then they will have the story of the graphic on the back side of it. So very cool. They have some gold detailing on the handle as well as around the rim, and they're a decent size. They're about the right size that you would want for a drink, really. So this one here is called Looking Out to Sea, and it says, the waves crash against the rocky coast as the old man shares his tales of adventure on the high seas, and the boy dreams of the day when he too will go to sea just as his father and grandfather did before him. So this one actually says it's from 1985. I thought all these are from 1982, but apparently they're just from the early 80s, right? So this one's super cute. And then this one here is the grandmother or bedtime. I guess it's a mom. She looked a little bit older to me. So it's called Bedtime. As mom tenderly cuddles her child, he falls into a gentle, peaceful sleep. The story she read was one he has heard many times before. Perhaps someday he'll read the same story to children of his own, and this one is from 1982. So all of them are like that. I will show you them here in a B-reel, what they all look like. But yeah, I think I can get about $35 with free shipping for this set. I picked up a board game that I've never seen before in my life. This is from 1966. It's a Bible game based off the 10 Commandments. It kind of looks like it's set up like Monopoly is. And they sell for $22 to $40 online, which is pretty good. Does it have a price? I guess they were only asking $1 for it, so I guess I paid about 50 cents. And it seemed to be in good condition. Everything looked to be there. I haven't decided if I want to resell it or not. I was thinking about using it as a gift. My brother is a pastor, so I was thinking about gifting it to him. It might be kind of a fun thing to do. Or, you know, even we could play it at Thanksgiving as a family or something when we have our big meal. So maybe we'll play it and see how we like it, and then maybe I'll resell it. So I thought it was really neat and definitely a cool find. I've never seen it before. Speaking of Christmas gifts, I found a few Christmas style books. These are my favorite to pick up. Now this one is neat because it's a gifts in jar. Have you guys ever received or made these? I think they're really neat. I particularly like this one because it's cocos, cappuccinos, coffees, and teas. I've received ones that are the make your own cookie or something like that, and I find those to be a little bit difficult, and you really have to take a lot of energy to, you know, not everyone likes to bake, right? So you don't want to give someone something that's a lot of work. But I like that this is just a beverage, you know, add hot water kind of thing. So This has, okay, we'll just do the basic one. So it has the hot chocolate recipe you can make, put them in the jars, but then each recipe came with 6 labels that you can put on the jar itself. So it gives you the directions of what you need to do. So it says to make 1 serving, 5 teaspoons of hot chocolate mix, 6 ounces of boiling water, marshmallows optional, and then it just kind of, these are very basic directions underneath. So I like that it had 6 labels for each recipe. There is a blank side on the back if you want to write something else on there instead of just, you know, if you want to put like a string through it and you can kind of write to and from on it. So, you know, you don't have to worry about a gift tag there, but there's lots of cool recipes in here. I kind of just got it for that, but I might make some gifts up and see how people like them. It's a very inexpensive way to give people some very useful gifts. It's nice to have some interesting drinks when you're, you know, just want to kind of cozy up at night. So I might go ahead and try some of these and gift some for Christmas. The next one I picked up is this Treasury of Christmas Recipes, kind of little mini magazine book here. This is from 1992, 96, and it has main courses, soups and sides, breads and brunch, desserts inside of it. And I feel like a lot of these recipes would even correlate for Thanksgiving. It seems like a lot of the food, you know, choices, that kind of meal would go with both. So we've got a chicken veggie lasagna. What do you guys have for your Christmas meal? I'm curious. My family always did lasagna when we went to my aunt's house. That's where we had our like extended family Christmas. My parents, we always kind of just did like kind of snacky appetizer type foods because we would go over to my aunt's house where we had Christmas with my grandparents and we did like our lasagna meal there. So I am curious, what do you guys have for your main Christmas meal? What do you guys do for Christmas food? I have not decided, you know, what we want to do for our own family because this is the first year we're actually staying home for the full day of Christmas. Christmas is on a Wednesday this year, and it's just kind of weird. We have 3, my husband's parents are divorced, so we have those 2 Christmases we have to go to. Then we have my parents that we go to. So we have 3 Christmases we have to go to, and I just did not want to do it all on the same day and then plus try to have Christmas of our own. Having to work all that out is always very difficult, so we decided to just try to do those Christmases on the weekend before, and then we can just stay home and stay in our pajamas and cozy up and relax and have our own Christmas with our family. So I got to decide what we should do for Christmas meal, so give me some ideas below. The last one I found is the Gooseberry Patch Christmas book number 3. So I don't have 1 and 2. I'm gonna have to seek out those. I like to have a complete set, right? So this says delicious old-fashioned recipes, handmade holiday gifts, and ideas for frosty fun. It looks great, right? So I'm not sure. Let's check out the age to it. Oh, I like this. They wrote out the page numbers of the recipes that they like the most. So they probably used this for several years and those were their go-to. So that will be helpful. Look, they even have little cross-stitch patterns inside. This book is filled with all kinds of fun things. Very neat. I'm trying to see the age of it. Let's see if I can get to it without knocking anything over here. This is from, where are you, copyright date? 2001. So it's not as old as I thought. I thought it might be, maybe I thought it was about the 90s, so I guess 2001 is not too far from there. Yeah, I thought that was super cute. I love the design to it. I love the like green checkers. It will look nice with vintage decor as well. You know, I like to put it up with my pirate stuff, so I think it will look very good there. So that is my last item I got at this yard sale. Let me know below what you thought of everything I picked up. What item was your favorite? Be sure to hit the thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. And yeah, definitely leave those Christmas food ideas below for me. This is my first year doing it all on my own at home, so I need some ideas. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in tomorrow's video. And bye.